Okay, so let's transform this Netflix Soundwave. Step 1, we take the rocket launcher on his shoulder off. Now step 2 is we put the hands inside the wrist cavities. Step 3 is we rotate the body around at the waist 180 degrees. Step 4, we open the shoulder section. Step 5, we lean the head back into that section. And then 6, we close it back up again. Easy. Now step 7 is you want to rotate these wrists to face the front. And then step 8 is they open at the top, the arms, and they'll tab together, this tab into this hole. Likewise on this side, this tab into this hole. And then step 9, where you see these arms, there's a hole here and a tab here. These tab together. That's why we had to rotate the wrists. Now, step 10, it reminds me a bit of an old Optimus Prime here. Step 10 is we open up these flaps on the shins. Always easier said than done, these. Can never get my nail in there. There we go. And step 11 is we open the flaps that we've just opened up. Like so. Now step 12 is we fold those feet into the flaps. Like so. And then step 13 is we close those shin sections back down with a satisfying click. And you'll notice, if you're like me, that they haven't actually closed up at the front, so I just close them a bit with my thumb. Step 14 is you turn the legs to have the tabs facing outwards, which are these tabs here. And then step 15 is you turn these legs to make a 90-degree angle at the knee, like this. And then step 16 is we lift them and close up. Now there is a couple of tabs and a couple of holes. There's a hole here and another hole here, and that's for that tab there and that tab there. Now you need to make sure these are in tight, otherwise you won't get a nice tidy alt mode. There we go. A good squeeze ought to do it, and that'll also hold these toe sections in place. Now step 17 is you flip that bit up forward. Then step 18 is you open up these parts inside. Sometimes they catch on those legs if they haven't been turned exactly straight, but I think we got away with it there. And then step 19, you close this back down and there is a tab, you can just make it out there, which will go into that hole there. Now it's not a hard click as I call it, that's more of a soft click. You sort of just press it on and it doesn't actually line up 100% straight, you can see. I mean, you can fiddle with it, but you know, it's not the most perfect of fits, and now it's gone completely awry. It's probably the arms there. Keep untabbing. So yeah, I find if you just give this a fiddle and sort of push the middle out with your thumb while pushing the edges down, might make it a bit straighter. And that is about as straight, excuse me, as you're going to get it. If you can see these legs here, they're not lined up 100%, so if I push that leg around a bit, it might make it a bit straighter. all in all, it's not the most straight of alt modes. There's a lot of off angles, probably from where I've transformed it a little bit on the wonk. But if you give it a good squeeze all over, that front will keep popping up. That'll make sure that all your joints and sections are tight. I think this one is an important one, and these ones here, definitely these sections here. If you get those wrong, you'll soon know. So that is Soundwave transformed.